So whenever I post videos or anything of the boys doing sports or tracking, people are always like, yo, this the our future look good and all that stuff, future stars and all that. But honestly guys, if the support system don't change, my kid's not running for Jamaica. Not running for Jamaica. Sorry to say that, you know what I mean, but it's just facts, you know what I mean. My wife is Canadian and Ghanaian, so there are options, you know what I mean. I remember back in 2006, I was offered millions of US dollars to run for another country, and at the time I turned it down because I didn't know, it was very early, so I didn't know what the future hold. If I knew what I know now, I would have taken up that opportunity, you know what I mean. So I love my country and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's business, it's my life, it's my future. If we don't have support, money makes the world go round, and everybody want more money every day, and they want to be comfortable and live a good life. No athlete want to retire and go work a 9 to 5 or go sit down and struggling, wondering what's next. We all want to have a good life afterwards. Our money should work for us when we retire. And I know a lot of people, you know, you guys feel like you want to level up and all that stuff, and feel like you want to disrespect athletes, but it's a different level, guys. Don't try to level up, don't try to, we're all human beings, but it's a different level, you know what I mean. So
now hold on, my beautiful people, I want you guys to watch the full video, because I know for a fact that a lot of you guys who are watching this video right now are the same persons who were bashing Asafa Powell for what he said. I remember he said this recently, that the support system for these athletes is absolutely terrible. So I want you guys to watch the full video, and I want you guys to rethink everything that Asafa Powell said when majority of Jamaica discredited him. Also remember to drop a like and subscribe, as it helps out a lot and it'll be greatly appreciated. And also want to say shout out to the Powells, you know, shout out to the Asafa Powell, you know, for this clip and all of that. But enough of me talking, check out the rest of the video.
we don't want to, I mean, we have a talent and we use our talent to make a living, you know, that's what we do. So if the whole system don't change up, I said no one lie speaking up for the athletes. I've been trying to speak up for years, but nobody else, the people at the top don't want to speak up because it's a selfish sport and everybody else is so selfish. So now Noah is speaking up, you know what I mean, and I really respect that he wants the sport to change. So I support him 100%, you know what I mean. If you don't go to the Olympics and win a medal, it's like you haven't accomplished anything. No other sport does that. Football, most of the footballers has never been to Olympic Games. Most of the basketballers have never been to Olympic Games. A lot of people never go to Olympic Games, and yet they're the greatest athletes in the world and all that stuff. But track and field, if you don't go to Olympics and, you know, win a medal or do this and do that, you're a nobody. You understand? So I'm happy that Noah Lies is speaking up about all of this right now, you know what I mean. So yeah, like I said, if the boys, if the system, if everything don't change, by the time these kids, you know, if they're actually interested in sports, of course, and running and all that stuff, if everything don't change, none of them not running for free. None of them not going to run for free. I run for free my entire life. I run for Jamaica just country pride and all that stuff, just to wear the color and all that. I run for free for the country. Nothing. I've never gotten anything from the country. You know what I mean? So if all of that don't change, these kids not running for Jamaica. They're not going to run in Jamaica. So that's where we get to, and people always say that when I post a video on Instagram, and that's all people been saying, you know, future this, future that, and all that stuff. So I just like to use this platform sometime to let you guys know, to educate you guys that when you see us out there, it's not easy, and the athletes need support. It's kind of sad when you see a lot of the athletes retire even early and gone just do a 9 to 5 or do a job. Athletes end up turning into celebrities, and it's kind of sad to see celebrities working in the work field. Nothing is wrong with the work field, it's one of the greatest things, but you guys understand what I mean. If you don't want to understand, that's your problem, but you understand what I mean. The athletes that you watch running at the Olympic Games, it's on TV, World Championship, Diamond League. It is a big deal when you see the athletes out there on TV competing, whether it's at the Diamond League, a regular track meet at Champs, wherever it is. Because you have to remember, you know the athletes don't know you. So it is a big deal. You understand? You go to the stadium to watch the athletes. They didn't come to see you. You go to the stadium to see them. So it's a big deal when you see the athletes out there competing. So I think they should be compensated, accordingly. Let me shut up my mouth now before, I know other you guys people gonna have their opinion. I'm not thinking nothing is wrong with having your own opinion, but the facts are facts. You can't just be a hater or be that person, be that guy if you want. But I'm just stating the facts.
Now, slowly but surely, the cracks are starting to be identified in the whole system responsible for track and field, especially in Jamaica. Right? Yes, we're seeing more side of it on the field event, but it just goes to show that it's the same thing for the track side, the sprinting aspect. Yes, the big athletes, they have more advantages, sponsors and all of that. But what about the athletes who are still great but are without sponsors? What about the field athletes who is one of the best? Like, let's take Rajendra for example. He's one of the best in the world, but yet still he was delivering pizza to afford the money to go to track meets. He had to stay with family members. He had to do 9 to 5 job. Like, if you guys really think about it, I remember he was a professional at the time. So what about those athletes who need the help? Where's all the sponsor money going that JAAA receive? Where's all of that money going? Where is all of that money going? The athletes have to be buying their own equipments and stuff like that. So I remember when Asafa Powell came up with this video and 90% of Jamaica were bashing him. Yes, most of you guys, majority of you guys were stating that he's talking foolish. He's always making this about him and that. But see, it is coming to show. The cracks are showing. And remember, he said that, listen, he was the one who did it. And when he said that, he's talking about he was the one who had to endure the whole process while still representing his country, right? So he knows the back and the forth. He knows the front and the back. He knows the system because remember, he was in it. So as once again, we see the crack starting to show and some investigation needs to be done. Yes, because I strongly believe that there are some money not being spent properly. Let's just put it that way. But I want you guys to let me know your thoughts and perspective on this one down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys feel. Remember to drop a like and subscribe as it helps out a lot and it will be greatly appreciated. I want to say thank you for your time and thank you for watching. It is your boy Jam Feed, and as usual, I'm out.